Hello everyone, welcome to the hypergamous journey. My name is Denise. At this channel we discuss dating advice for women 50 and older. Keep in mind, I am on this hypergamous journey with you. I have not arrived, but I'm plugging away at it. I'm taking step by step. Just wanted to provide you with an update for my date match number 7 provided by It's Just Lunch. So he's called me every day. He's called me every day since I met him last Friday. And we didn't talk. He called Valentine's Day, but I was on a date. Yeah, I was on a date. So he called Valentine's Day, and he had told me the day before that he had something to do. So I assumed it was with a woman. So when he called me around 8:30, I was surprised. So I called him back the next day, which would have been Saturday. And then he called me on Sunday or something like that. It went. And he, questioned me about not speaking with him or calling him back. And I'm like, I did call you back. So we got past that. And we talked to each other every day leading up till today. So yesterday we talked we talked on Friday. And so he called me Friday. I called him Saturday. And he asked me what I was up to. And so we hadn't made plans to get together. So I just told him I was doing some self-care. And he's like, all day? And I'm like, yeah, all day. So when can I see you? And I told him today. So before we got off the phone yesterday, Saturday, he said, so he told me he had bought a new home about 2 years ago. And he was, the oven or something with the oven microwave went bad and it hasn't been that old and he's buying another one and something like that. And so he mentioned his home and how did I feel about coming to visit? And I said, well, I think it's kind of early for me to be visiting with you, maybe later on. And then he mentioned about him coming to visit with me. And so I said, well, I'm really particular about my space and who I invite. So maybe, as we get to know each other. So I let it go. That was yesterday. So today we're supposed to get together and he said that he would call after church, which he did. We talked and he said, well, I'm cooking. You're invited to come over. And so I said, well, I have a 6 o'clock Bible study class, which I told him was studying the Bible before while we were on our date. And of course, people don't remember everything, so it's okay. But I did tell him that I had a Bible class yesterday at 6 o'clock. And so he said he would call me when he got home. And so we're discussing today about seeing each other, and he's inviting me to his home. And I told him I have a Bible study at 6. Maybe we can meet in the middle because he lives, 30, 45 minutes on another town in Georgia. And so he said, well, I'm cooking. And I said, well, my class is at 6 and I thought we would meet in the middle. So he's got a little attitude and said, well, you're missing out on good company and good food. I'll talk with you later. So I said, okay. And we hung up, and that was the end of the conversation. So I'm going through my mind about what happened. And I feel like it was lack of communication on both of our parts and a little bit of game too. So I didn't want to get together Saturday because I didn't feel like it. I didn't feel like getting dressed. It was a self-care day for me. Stay at home in my pajamas and do whatever I want to do. No need to rush out to do anything. So I didn't. And the fact that he didn't, ask me Friday about getting together Saturday when we talked, he just didn't, I figured he didn't have a plan and I wasn't going to suggest anything because I'm not the man. the men suggest and make plans to see the woman. And I felt like, he said, when am I going to see you again? We both agree that we like each other and we have a lot of things in common. So when he invited me to his home, the first thing I thought was, I don't even know you. It's been 8 days. It has been 8 days. I met him February 10th, really 9. And now you want me to come to your home. So sometimes men test, but that's low effort. I don't even know you. And I'm expecting dates. I'm not expecting high-end dates every single time, but I'm expecting for you to make a plan and for us to go somewhere. I'm not going to Netflix and chill at your home on day 9 of talking to you over the phone every day. And another thing too, ladies, we have to acknowledge our intuition. I have intuited that he's a player. Old school player. Because this man is 69, about to be 70 at some point this year. But when we went on our date, he did mention that he likes Alvin Ailey American Dance Theater. And I grew up in New York, and that's the home of Alvin Ailey American Dance Theater. So we both know of Alvin Ailey and its history, probably going on to 55, 60, 65 years now as a Black theater company, dance company. And he said he was going to get tickets after our date last Friday. Now, I just met him, so I'm not expecting him to invite me to the theater. But he did mention that he was buying tickets for the theater. And he didn't say one ticket, he said tickets. So, when men meet you, you're not the only one. There's usually at least 1 to 2 other women in their lives that they're dating simultaneously. And we should do the same. But as much as we had in common, I also intuited that he's playing. That there's probably somebody in his life that he's serious about. And if he can get a little bit of action from me, intimate relations, then that's just a little icing on the cake. But he's not willing to do much more. And this is what I'm intuiting. So I don't know if I'm right. I could be, or I could be wrong. Or I could be right at this moment. This is what he's doing right now. And it could change down the road to be something that he sees us moving forward on, or not. I'm just talking about what I feel at this very moment in time. And it's subject to change. But that's what I'm feeling. But it's okay, because I'm still dating and looking myself and being very intentional about it. So it's all good. And I just wanted to let you know what is going on with me in match number 7. And we may see each other next week, and we'll be back on point. But it's probably something we probably need to talk about, but I'm not going to initiate the conversation about it because it's only 9 days in. Why get all serious in my panties in a wad on day number 9 of knowing someone? It's not even like an issue for discussion, because this is a 69-year-old man about to be 70 who knows how to date. He's old school player. And one of the things that I liked about him too was that when we were walking on the sidewalk to wherever we were going, he always took the curb side of me. That side where the cars are passing. So he always took that side so that if there was any danger or splashing of water, it would hit him first. So I really like that about him. And he seems like a good guy, right? He seems like a good guy. So we'll see what happens. I will keep you what? Posted.